She looks my wife in the eye and she says, "Don't you ever stop talking." Hey, what's up guys? This video is about all the reasons why you will never see us vend at the punk rock flea market ever again. I've put a lot of thought into this. My wife and I both have come to this decision as a team, as partners in this company, and we feel really good at this point. We've been feeling really terrible. We just have to let you know a little bit more about our decision. Long story short, my wife was disrespected in front of me, in front of my son, in front of our customers. It was embarrassing, and it's just 100% unacceptable. It could have escalated very quickly. People who are watching this that know my wife personally will know that she was on her best behavior. You guys know me. I'm sure you understand that I'm the most non-confrontational person, and this is not where I want to be. This is where I was put. And I'm here to say my piece. I'm here to defend my family, especially the woman that I love, my partner in life, my partner in this company. This event we see as our Christmas day. We're one of the most vocal supporters, making videos for more than a year now. We've traveled to other cities. We go back and forth to Spartanburg. We've been back and forth to Columbia. We support all their Greenville endeavors. I support their other businesses. I take my kids to get their haircut at their other businesses. Our money is just as green as everybody else's, and we didn't even get a human conversation. We're not chasing somebody down. You showed us where we stand. We all deserve better than this. Saturday morning, our Christmas day, we're there early. We brought the kitchen sink. You guys, if you saw us on Sunday, you understand the scope of what we put together to make this market. We go out of our way. We bring our car, smoke machine, it's merchandised, mannequins. We bring our family. We make sure that we are staffed. In our last punk flea market, we were outdoors and a food truck showed up after 11 o'clock, after the show was open. They were directed to park next to us, and they basically positioned their generator 2 feet from one of our merchandise tables. We weren't assholes. We didn't take it out on the food truck. They were parked where they were told to park. We put up a wall on our tent. We did our best. We were getting poisoned by carbon monoxide for the duration of that day, noon to when that food truck left. It was in July, it was summer, all of that. My wife threw up, she stuck it out. Days before this event, I emailed, and I could read you the email, maybe I should, and I said in my best kind reminder, please direct us with some distance to the food trucks so we don't get that generator wash in our tent with our customers, with my family, my wife, my son, my daughter. We got no response. If I have a business and I open at 9 o'clock, it's my responsibility to have a team member or to have myself get my ass out of bed early. There are 4 businesses, livelihood, all of that anticipation, all of that stress day of to get there on time was not reciprocated. There was no mutual respect. I'm unpacking my 2 vehicles. In comes the punk rock team. We've unpacked. We haven't set everything up completely because we haven't had any contact. The other food trucks that are there now are as confused as us. We just know where we've set up in the past. And in the past, we've set up here with the food trucks. It's up to 3 food trucks. In comes the team at 17 after 9. I was sharply and loudly corrected like a child that it was 9:14, not 9:17. It was bizarre. We look forward to seeing vendors, people that work in the venue. They shop with us. They know us. Our friends from all the food trucks, our friends that vend inside that look forward to seeing us when they come outside. The vendors that shop with us when they come outside. And for this person who we've never interacted with on a one-on-one, screeching to a halt. No, hi, how you doing? No, hey, sorry I'm late. No, hey, I got your email. The food trucks who were waiting with us, they had also sent emails that didn't get any reply. We were all there early because why wouldn't you be? This is our business. This is what you do. That's not what you get when you give these people your money to participate in one of their events. We asked ahead of time to resolve this. It could have been addressed. That's not okay. So the arms fold, the foot starts tapping, and then immediately tells us, you guys are up there on top of the hill. You have to move your setup. We're unpacked. Dude, the tents are out. The tables are up. We're not going to put it back in the car. It has to be carried by hand up the hill to next to the door to a space that's way smaller than where we usually set up. We brought the kitchen sink. Now remember, this is our Christmas day. There was no flexibility. I went up the hill to look at the space and observe all the cracked concrete and the fucking walls and the decrepit tomato plants that are dying on the vine. There's a ramp. You guys know it. You've seen it if you've been there. How high is that hill that leads up to that corner? I bring my vehicle. I was told my vehicle is a requirement by the punk rock to have an outside vending opportunity. It has to be incorporated into my presentation. So then I was told, you can park that vehicle here at the top of this giant hill. You guys know Lydia. I can't park her on a hill like that. She'll roll away. This is crazy talk. Yes, it's in front of our tents. It was just, there was no rationale. While I'm looking at this spot, my wife goes to the person and she says, hey, and she starts pleading our case about the size of the space. Where unpacked. It's now 9:30. There's a truck parked in front of where she's telling us to go. This person turns around, dismisses herself, and walks away. And she leaves my wife hanging in the wind. There's a rift now, right? Now it's approaching 10 o'clock. We have to get this thing set up. My wife was just completely dismissed and disrespected. My son is standing right there. And that's it. There's no flexibility. Even though we were all communicative, days in advance, there early, there were no cones provided. It takes us 2 solid hours. We were there with a buffer. We were there early to make sure that we had our best presentation. You guys saw it if you were there on Sunday. We fucking killed it. Because we needed to show what was given up. You guys know I'm a businessman. I know business. I know the way it runs. Trade shows like this, I've done these around the planet. At the biggest venues, San Diego Comic-Con, New York Comic-Con, Tokyo, Australia, Japan, South Korea. I've set up trade shows everywhere. I know the way these things work, and we will never deal with this team again. You guys, the other people that I've referred to this venue as vendors, I apologize, dude. I was wrong. You guys need to watch your back. Everybody was late. It pushed us late. We didn't fully set up until 12:30, and it was amid customers. First-time customers, recurring customers. Our first impression was pants down to these people. Most of them just walked by. You know the way these things work. Saturday is the day. Sunday, people are in church. Sunday are people with their families. We did 75% more business on Sunday than Saturday. I'm not here to cry about money. I don't need their fucking money. They sure as hell took our money. The place we were given was unsafe. Here's a picture. See the way the concrete is uneven? Do you see the way it's cracked and crumbling? When we were fully set up at 12:30, to notice that people were tripping while they were shopping, left and right. Here's a picture of our setup when it was complete. You can see the way the edge of our tent borders the edge of this concrete, and there was nowhere else for us to go. So 1 o'clock, we started counting. 8 people in a short amount of time was an immediate red flag. Other vendors tripping into our booth. People dive to try and catch them with a cast on their foot. People in scooters turning away. Our booth was not handicap accessible. On Saturday, guess who didn't sell a single painting? When we got set up on Sunday, I sold a painting. Guess who I sold it to? My new friend. She came in our tent on Sunday. She was hanging out with other people in our tent on Sunday. If we were at the top of that hill, they would have turned around. We had financial loss. We had networking loss. The entire thing should have been our best sale to date. And to date, it's our worst. We're set up. It's rocking and rolling. Our little tent is as slammed as it can be, to the point people are falling down. There's merchandise on the floor. Our car is parked in front of the people trying to walk up this hill. The whole day, my family is walking up and down this hill to the car, in and out of our booth. Our backs are breaking. My paintings were hanging at a slant on my slot walls. My tent was standing at a slant. The impact on my brand to new customers was tremendous. I'm a fledgling company. We're a year old. They robbed our Christmas Day from us for no reason. Let's break down. And I go to approach this person and let her know that this isn't working for us. The setup, it's not safe. We've had people falling. Let me bring this to your attention before you get sued.
Yes.
Somebody's going to get hurt there. So this is what our setup looked like. Now, on Sunday, this is the person that was invited to set up there on that day. See the difference? This is all you usually see there on any given day at a punk flea market. Not us. Not when we were told to bring our purse as part of our setup. So my wife comes up behind me to support me because she knows when I get flustered, unless I have this list, I'll show you at the end, I'm going to post it, you'll see. I get flustered. So she comes up and she supports me and she says, not only is it not safe, not only are we hurting ourselves, not only are we not selling anything, but look at what's going on where you said we couldn't be. Parking spaces. 3 food trucks to the side of where we were. What did they gain by not letting us have that? 3 parking spaces? Guys, the parking lot is huge. You've been there, you've seen it. What did they get by not letting us have our usual space where people look for us? Where we've been every single time over the amount of markets we've done. 3 parking spaces. It's sad. It was petty. And as my wife is putting these valid points out there to someone who clearly doesn't want to listen, doesn't want to give us their time, she looks my wife in the eye and she says, "Don't you ever stop talking." I cannot believe my wife held it together in that moment. With no regard for our points. Guys, our money is as green as the people inside. We're not asking for anything. A flea market is nothing without its vendors. And I know that we're not the only ones that were shown this type of lack of empathy, lack of professionalism, lack of respect. Fuel to the fire. We're being used after we had to break down after being treated like that. Our booth is the first video in their montage. You'll see me, you'll see my wife, you'll see my daughter, you'll see our business. For the last year, we've been promoting this relationship for free. After she said this, the person turned and just ran away. Left us standing there, jaws agape, in front of our kids, in front of our customers. But before they turned, they said, they're no longer doing outside vendors. Supposed to just wait for a response, or we will be dealt with when we're dealt with, I guess. So all night we're here expecting a cunty email that never came. We're an outside vendor. We have to go the following day and set up again, and knowing that not everything works out perfectly all the time. Instead of letting that impact my next day and showing up like Yosemite Sam, I got there early with my family. We set up where we were originally supposed to set up, and we were told now magically we can set up there again. When the email comes in, 20 minutes before that setup time, before we're already there. Why even bother to say that we got an email, because I didn't get an email in reply to my first one? Before she turned tail and ran, we were given all these points, and none of them were relevant to our predicament. We were told about future policies. We were told about what happened in the past. Still, we had a breakdown and a setup and another day, another full day of sales to account for. That's what you get, all right? So this message is from us to you, to our peers, to our friends, to our customers, guys. This is elite, and there's no turning back. And you won't see us at the Black Friday. We won't be there. We know where we stand. And like I said, we're still in shock over just how wrong somebody could be in this situation.
To add insult to injury.
It is insult to injury, guys. This mean girl stuff, it doesn't work. This is not the way businesses grow. This is not punk rock.
No. So not punk rock.
So, it's sad.